here we are again, back to the Kazon Torpedo build. So I actually did the whole video the other day. My whole computer just crashed, lost everything. They came, changed the motherboard, still having problems with it, but hopefully I can get this video on tonight and not lose it. So let's get over to what we were doing. Let's flip the screen so I can see what we're going on here. And yes, that's from the last video, but I'm gonna redo it all. So what I started doing on this guy was scribing in the panel lines, because this thing had faint raised panel lines, and as soon as I would have primed it and painted it, we would have saw nothing at all. So started doing all of this. They still got to be cleaned up and everything, but I think it looks much better with panel lines than without. Also did the lights, started getting those out. I did the acrylic on there, as you can see or can't see, one of the two, but I'm going to do that again this way for those of you who've missed it on the tutorial I did and have missed it on Steve Neal's channel. We'll do it again and we'll show you everything we do. So let me try to get this guy on the tripod, get him all set up, and see if I can do this the right way. So what you're gonna need to do is cut out your windows, cut out whatever you're gonna cut out that you want to fill with the acrylic. Then you're gonna need tape, blue masking tape, Tamiya masking tape. I've done it with Scotch tape, it works. I've done it with packing tape, it works, but you don't want anything that's gonna leave a lot of residue on the kit itself. All you do is take a piece of tape and cover the window nice and flat, just like that. My damn hands can't see, but I promise you there is blue tape in there. Okay, then you're gonna have your dental acrylic, or what I use is the polymer that they use at nail salons, which is easy for me to get because there is a wholesaler right down the block. Okay, so you grab that guy, just all it is a powder, and then you're gonna take it and you're gonna fill in the area that you want filled in. Now, if you remember from the Voyager one, the stuff that I used actually ran down the channel and lifted the paint, which wasn't good. Speaking of Voyager, I got a new one because the sucker went through too many brake fluid baths and the plastic got very weak in the middle. So, but we'll get into that once I start Voyager again, and we'll start another build on that guy soon, because I'll be ordering everything, and actually I'm gonna do a quick video on everything that I'm purchasing, not necessarily that you have to purchase for the model, or you know what you want to purchase for the model. So that guy's filled in, and then you have the solution that makes it into a hard substance. Now, where is my syringe? There it is. That's what I use to grab the liquid. And no, I don't do anything bad with these. As I've said before, it's from my cat that passed away, that was diabetic, and unfortunately he got stuck with these things all the time. Alright, so you take the solution and you drip it in there and make sure it's pretty well saturated, because it's going to be thick on most of your windows. I know I didn't light block prime or anything like that. I just want to show you guys, and once I do, I'm just going to take my favorite silly putty, go over that. This way it's I won't mess it up with primer or anything like that. This goes right back into the bottle, and we put the cap on this because I don't want to get stuck. That would not be a good thing. Okay, so this guy is filled in. I'm going to bring one of these lights down a little more. So he's filled in. We're going to wait for it to dry, and once it's dry, we'll take off the tape and I'll show you that, and then we'll get on to quickly I want to show you something that I picked up at Home Depot the other day. So I went to Radio Shack and I picked up some LEDs just to goof around with on this guy here. This way I can see what's going on and how I want to do this, and it's going to be kind of a tight spot in there. So what I do is I'm going to cut this guy shorter, but I'm going to cut it on an angle so I can keep the positive side longer than the negative side, so I know what's what and I don't mess things up. And I think I cut that a little too short, but I'll have to work with it. No big deal. Throw that in the box. Bring this guy. Bend them out a little bit so I can do a really crappy soldering job right now. Okay, and what I'm using as wire is, I went to Home Depot and I picked up Cat 5 wire. It has 4 strands in it, and the sheathing actually fit right down this tube. I'm going to need more wire, so a bigger tube, so that's out the door, but I figured it's in a casing so this way I can use it and just keep the wires kind of neat. So while we're sitting here waiting for the acrylic to dry, I'm going to do just a quick crappy solder on this after I twist it all up. And that's one side. And watch how bad this solder job is. Come on, get on there. Damn it. I do this at work. No, not soldering, but twisting wires all day long. And I can't get this sucker on here. Oh, that's why. Because I broke it. I broke it when I was trimming it. I was trimming the wire, broke it, so I gotta restrip the coating. Oh man, I keep breaking it and breaking it and breaking it. Okay, by the magic of the pause button, got that all sorted out. We got my crappy solder job there. But what I really wanted to show you was with the shrink tubing. But you all know about shrink tubing. This way you don't get any short circuits and stuff like that, because short circuits stink. I found this guy at Home Depot, the Burnzomatic 3-in-1 tool. It's a torch, it's a heat gun, and it is a soldering iron. The soldering iron portion I didn't like. It just doesn't get hot enough to do the job. The micro torch is pretty cool, and the heat gun is what I wanted for, because I live in an apartment. It's hard to have lots and lots of tools here, and there's not much space, so you got to find the little things that'll work out. And I don't like using a lighter on certain things. You can hear it, you click the red switch, you can hear it, it's on. You lift the head of it up, light your lighter, and hopefully don't explode everything. Hey, almost lit myself on fire. That guy. There we go. There you go. That would be the micro torch if you take the head off, but you just close it up and it becomes a heat gun. You let that heat up for just a second or two. This way it gets a good amount of heat going. Probably be quicker with the lighter, but I don't want to put the flame to this thing itself. Let's see if it's hot enough. There it goes. It's hot enough. Shrinking that tube up right away. No flame, nothing at all, just heat, and it's shrinky dink. and we don't have to worry about any type of short circuits or anything like that. And boom, shut it off, put it to the side, make sure you don't burn yourself. So that's all done up nicely. A little hot still. That does use butane, so store it carefully. You don't want anything bad happening. Now, with my really bad solder job there, I'm hoping that this guy works. This is a board from Randy Newbert over at Voodoo Effects. This board is actually for my Voyager, but I'm going to use it just now to test what we got going on here. Now let me make sure I put this on the right sides, positive and negative, and we'll get this guy in here, and then I'll test the light and see. I'm gonna end up ruining one of these boards just because I want to do things quick and makeshift to test stuff, and try not to. I don't want to cross the other lead. I'm just hoping that's good enough. Now let's see if we actually get light. If we get light, I'll be very, very surprised. Hey, look at that. And it's all lit up. Nice little light. Yay. Okay, now I'm going to check on the acrylic, see if that's dry yet, and put these things together. Okay, so the acrylic is dry on that guy right there. I'm actually going to have to take it back out because it looks like there may be a couple air bubbles in there because I didn't put enough liquid in there. Okay, what I did was I just threw some Elmer's tack in here just to hold this guy in place for now. I'll shove him in there. Notched out the side. This way we have a place for our wires to come through this part of the wing. Let's get this guy matched up with that. Yeah, there's definitely a little air bubble in there. No big deal. Just drill it back out and do it right. And bingo, we're gonna have yellow lights where they're supposed to be on both sides, which was nice that both sides matched up pretty well. Now let's see, turn that light off, and there we go. I'll try to get it into a little darker area over here because I got the living room light on, but that's what it's gonna look like. Ooh, look at that. Definitely has to be light blocked, but I didn't do that, so not yet. Just because I wanted to test it out and see, make sure both windows are all aligned, not windows, lights are aligned, so that's actually a pretty cool glow. But so we'll have 1, 2, 3, and then a bunch of other lights. So this is what's going on with the Kazon Torpedo. Tomorrow I will get some Tamiya primer, prime this guy up, start light blocking and get on this thing because it's a small ship. It shouldn't really take me that long. Hopefully get done with it within another week or two, depending on how work is going and all that good stuff that goes along with it. So that's our little light for today. And we're going to be doing, there'll be 3 yellows in the bottom, 2 purples, and fiber optic for the white lights. So that's what's going on. Let's see if this autofocus works, because the last video it didn't work. And no, I gotta look at the screen. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. I'll keep you updated. Hopefully this weekend I'll get some more builds in and start getting it all together. Order some stuff from the fiber optic store. I gotta email Model Man Tom because I need to get all the stuff together for the Voyager, and then that'll be the next big build, if I could talk tonight. Alright guys, well, I gotta head to bed because I gotta get up and go to work again tomorrow morning, and then get back here and hopefully work on some of this stuff. So thanks for stopping by, watching the videos. Hope you join us at modelbuilderinternational.com, and we shall see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.